Hello and welcome to Homeroom. I'm Nancy Pierce, Communications Supervisor for the Mobile County Public School System. School started. Can't believe it's already underway. Everything's going very well. Let's get an update on our construction. You know, we do so much construction in this system. And joining me is Tommy Sheffield. He is the Executive Director of our Facilities and Operations. Good to have you back.
It's good to be here.
Yeah. Well,
always.
School... I was so happy. You know, usually we hear about a lot of air conditioners that aren't working and things like that. But things really started out well.
We had a very smooth opening.
Good.
You know, the maintenance guys, they're the heroes.
They're
the ones that's back there all summer. Even though we're challenged daily with air conditions and other crises. But they never look back. They keep going, and we had a very smooth opening.
That's great. And I know, you know, we had a lot of copper theft during the summer. We had a lot of, one school lost all of their air conditioners, correct?
Yes, yes.
And
yeah.
but everything's okay, so
yes.
we're happy. And
we're doing good. Like you said, we're really blessed.
Yeah.
You know, we had a smooth opening. We had a lot of construction going on also outside of our daily maintenance and air conditioning issues.
Sure. Let's talk about construction. We've done so much construction, I can't even begin to imagine how much money or how many buildings, but what are we doing right now?
A whole lot, really. We've probably got in excess of $70 million worth of construction, either under construction, under design and ready to bid, or in the process of being designed in order to bid the project.
70 million.
70 million.
Wow. Where'd the money come from?
It's a variety of funding sources. Stimulus money.
Right. And of course that will run out.
That's correct. QSCB funds, which is the year 1 and year 2.
Okay.
That expires in December of 12, I believe.
And where do those come from?
That's the federal stimulus package funding. We also have some QZAB, Quality Zone Academy bonds, which is about $19–20 million of that.
Now, will we get that again, or is that?
No, this is a one-time.
Okay.
Identify the projects, request the funding, and go through a review process, and they've been approved.
Okay.
And we also have, you know, a lot of local money, PSCA, Public Schools College Authorities funds. So we're really blessed to have all the funding sources. It's a good kind of problem to have.
It is, isn't it? Though, what projects are you working on now?
Oh goodness, we just opened Monday was the first day for the kids to attend the new 12-wing addition at Bryan High School. Okay. That opened this summer. Baker's brand new wing addition, Monday was the first day for the children in that building. Are
these particular grade levels, or was it 9th grade hall, 10th grade?
Yes, both of them created 9th grade academies.
Oh, okay,
if I'm not mistaken, out of these singles, standalone buildings. It kind of gives them a little better environment to keep them all contained in one area. We're hoping and praying that next week we will actually open the Sims Middle School edition.
And how big was that?
It's the same thing. It's a 12 classroom edition. The population and the growth there is just
unbelievable,
just blowing out.
Right.
We can't build fast enough.
How many kids would go into that edition? How many could they hold?
300 plus.
Oh, wow.
Give or take.
Okay.
It's based on what kind of courses and classes, but 300 easy.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yes, their enrollment. We've been staging. They're in portables now, so the contract is actually ahead. So we're going to open the school a month early. So that's another good issue.
Yes, we like that.
And that wraps up the additions that we've been working all summer on. And then we've got Morningside Elementary and Scarborough Middle School also completed their summer phases.
And those were really redos.
Yes, these are, unlike the others, there's brand new construction coming out of the ground. The Scarborough and the Morningside is a renovation project. We basically go in there and keep the foundation and the roof and blow the walls out and start all over.
Well, I was at Scarborough Monday when we opened school, and it's looking really good. There's still some things that need to be done that I know will be done soon, and brand new paint job, which always helps a school look great.
It is.
And I just think that the students seem to be really happy, and I'm sure they are.
Yes, it's a brand new environment.
Right.
You go from the old window units to a central air conditioning, central air and heat, 21st century technology. It's crisp. It's clean.
Right.
It's, the teachers get excited.
All finished.
The project, Scarborough will finish up this winter.
Okay.
February, March, and the same with Morningside. They'll be finishing up around the spring, early spring.
And you did the same thing with Morningside.
Yes, ma'am. Just start all over. Actually, Morningside had an addition with it also, a new library, media center.
Wow.
Administrative area. So they're excited. And we also just starting this week the renovation of BC Range, which is a really big project.
Right. How much money is wrapped up?
BC Range construction contracts roughly $14.9 million.
What would it cost to build a brand new high school?
About 30 plus. 30 million. So we're renovating. It will be a brand new facility in the next 14 months.
What all are you keeping of BC Range right now?
Golly, not much.
Not much.
Just foundations.
Right.
Some brick walls in the original slab.
But that's about 14.8 versus 30.
It's half price.
Yeah.
And you can go to any of the projects that we've renovated and turned over. They're brand new facilities.
Right. I'm sure they're very excited about that. And that'll take about 18 months.
14 months.
14 months?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So.
What other projects?
Oh, goodness.
You just keep having new projects.
All of those projects we just spoke about are actually under construction, in progress. We're bidding, in the process of bidding, the new Augusta Evans Special School.
Right. And where is that going to be?
That will be built on the old Hillsdale campus.
Which is out toward us.
Exactly. Just down the street.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's an exciting job to be able to be involved in that type of design. It's a little different for us, but you know, it's another challenge. But it's going to be a great school. Whitley Elementary, in the process of designing and getting it packaged for bid, and that's going to be a brand new school on the old Whitley campus. We'll remove that building and build a brand new school there. The new West Elementary, located on Eliza Jordan Road.
And that's to help?
That will relieve the overcrowding of Elsie Collier.
Okay.
Yes. All of those three projects are actually about 80% in design, getting ready to bid and actually put on the street.
How long does it take to come up with a design?
We'll take a project from funding to bid in 6 months.
Okay.
On a new school. A renovation may take us 8-10 months because of the additional investigation work and the assessments that are required on the old building. That's a lot of work, but we have a lot more going. We have the new the renovation project for Maryvale.
And what will that entail?
Everything. Renovation, totally renovation.
Wow.
New central air heat, floors, paint, walls. Robbins Elementary, same way. St. Elmo and Indian Springs.
Now, those have not been started yet.
We're in the design stage, just starting the design process. These projects will probably come out in the spring for bid.
All right. And then how long does it take for an elementary school?
On these renovations, we'll go 9 to 12 months and try to phase it, because, you know, we do construction 12 months a year. We work around the kids. We mobilize portable units. And
that works really well, to take a certain area of the school, put the kids in the portables while you're working on that area, and then go to another area.
That's right. We'll take them out, and when we come out of the portals, you're putting them in a brand new classroom.
Wow.
So it's well worth the wait.
Oh, definitely.
And the kids are excited because they know when they go do their term in the portable, when they come out, it's new on the other side. Well,
and you know, if they've never been in a portable, I as a former teacher, I would have loved to have taught in a portable. I thought it would have been, you know, for a while, it'd be great.
Yes. And it's good. You know, we put the portables, we mobilize them, try to get them nice, and intercoms, and try to provide them the technology so they don't really miss anything than other than being in a permanent structure. You
know, you all have been involved in doing these projects for so long, these other projects, that it's just second nature. I mean, it just works. It's a well-greased wheel, well-oiled wheel. It's one of those terms.
Well, I've got a great staff. I mean,
and you've lost a lot of people.
We've
budget
lost
cuts.
And you know, that's why I said earlier, the maintenance guys are the heroes. You know, they don't get a lot We're really down a lot of people.
Right.
We've lost 80 people in
wow.
3 or 4 years.
That's a lot.
We've lost a lot of funding. And, you know, the guys still come to work and they hold their head up and they keep going. So, like I said, at the end of the day, I've got a great staff, a very blessed, competent crew.
I think they like what they do.
They love it.
And their boss.
They have to love it.
Right, exactly.
They have to love their work.
What happens when the money's gone? You know, we lose the stimulus money. Then what? Do we just kind of not do anything ever again?
Well, you know, I've asked that question, Nancy, since 1996. What are we going to do when we finish this project?
Right.
But since 1996, we've probably done close to $800 million in new construction. It hasn't stopped. And I'm not talking about a small building program. I'm talking a very large, aggressive building program. Since 1996, it hasn't stopped. So we're so blessed. These projects on the table we talked about today will carry us 2 or 3 more years into the future as far as funding goes. And by then, surely there'll be additional funding there.
Well, that's it. It seems like when we need it, the funding is there, and so then we can go on. And because so much has been done, it would be so sad to put a stop to it because we still have a lot of needs. We
have a tremendous amount of needs, you know, countywide.
Right.
And that's the blessing is, even though it's been lean years, we've managed the building program to keep it going. And, you know, it really stimulates our local economy.
Oh, sure it does.
I mean, this stimulus funding, we have $70 million worth of construction that's right here in Mobile County. It's huge. The amount of families and businesses and vendors that it affects, it keeps Mobile's economy.
Sure.
We're a huge player in contributing to the tax bases here in Mobile County.
You know, one question I think a lot of people have is, how are the decisions made? How do you look at what needs to be done, what gets done first, what gets done kind of put on the back burner? What happens with that?
You know, we have assessments. We do yearly assessments of all of our facilities. And we, you know, I've got such a senior staff that's got so many years of services. We know all of the buildings inside out.
Sure.
But anyway, we assess them yearly, and we share this information with the board, and we maintain a 5-year capital plan. So we're always looking 5 years in advance. If you're looking at today, you're going to miss the boat. So we got to keep looking in advance.
Right.
So we keep an updated facilities assessment with a 5-year plan that they match each other based on their needs, puts them higher in the priority of the 5-year plans.
And I know that's hard sometimes for people to understand and to like, maybe, because they might think, well, my school needs it too.
They do. You know, all the schools, I mean, really, we have about $300 million worth of needs right here today, $300 million. Wow. And all the schools need it. And, you know, they're all kind of in that same age, in that same shape. And they all need it. One of our issues is just keeping up with the population shift. You know, if they all need it, whether it's a city, a school in the city or the county or the south end or the north end or wherever the school is, has a lot to do with chasing the population.
Sure.
You can have 2 schools, one under capacities and one grossly over capacity.
Right.
And when you take them and consider they're both bad, the one that's overcrowded is a little worse. You know, as far as the management goes.
And we've had so much growth in a particular part of the county.
Yeah, the west, even the south, in the north. My goodness, the north end of the county is growing fast too. So, lots of needs. Lots of needs, lots of challenges, and we need the funding.
Yeah, but you've done such a great job, and your guys have done such a good job. Excellent, and it's always fun to go into a school that the facilities department has redone.
Well, we strive to serve and do all we can.
You do. Will you come back later?
Love to.
Sounds good. Thanks, Tom.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching and for listening.